What's up, everyone? No silver edges. (2006) Colorado. Excuse me. 2021. (2022). So 2007 Montana. 2023 or 2022, I'm sorry. Hmm. 2016. I think there's something with his musket here that's supposed to be, but I don't see anything. '96 in pretty good condition. Appreciate the like. Don't forget to double tap the screen. Thank you, Melanated Jim. Hello. How are you? Be better, do better. Got a 1967. 2016. Yes, please hit the like button. 10 viewers and only 1 like. Hello, Be Better, Do Better. Yay. We're on our way. Should have a few more people joining in here soon. Hello, Patriot Roy D. How are you today? Let's see. Ideally, we're looking for silver quarters, so anything with a W mint mark. But after that, we're looking for errors, like this Nebraska or Wisconsin quarter. Sometimes there's an error right here where the leaves come out of the little banner or ribbon, whatever that is, wheel of cheese. And there's a die chip error that caused an extra leaf to be exposed on this coin. And if you're able to find that error, it's worth, anywhere between $20 to $50. Depending on the market. Brand new 2024. This is actually my favorite quarter. Zitkala. Favorite quarter of the new series, I should say. Yeah, Melanated Jim. Yesterday we found a spitting horse, which is a die crack error on this coin from Delaware. And if you look right there, that little bitty line coming out in front of the mouth of the horse, that's a die crack error that makes this quarter worth about $20. Just that one little mark right there because the mint had messed up. Yep. Coin collectors go nuts over stuff like that. And I've got a few of them in my collection, so it'll probably be up on the store here soon. Speaking of which, the link to my eBay store is in the description for anyone that wants to go and look. I've got a couple Morgan dollars, a dime, 2019 Deep Cameo MS69 PCGS graded dime. I've got a $100 bill with the serial number 000880000. So lucky eights. Yeah, you'd be surprised at what people that like to collect money are willing to pay. It's not always that way. Like anything, the market goes up and it goes down. So 98. I'm glad you're learning something. Melanated Jim, knowledge is power. Yes, there is. So there's what's known as the Cherry Picker Guide, and that's a book of errors. But then there's also this book, which is the official Red Book, which is a guidebook to all the coins in the United States, pretty much ever created. And if you go in here and look under quarters, it'll show you, like right here, that extra leaf error that I was talking about. It'll show you the specific variations of that error that you're looking for. So this is what's known as the third leaf, and then this is the type 2 where it's just kind of an extra line right there. And then this is the normal one. And then it'll give you a price guide for each one of those quarters. See 2003 all the way to 2004 for each different grade of that coin. And you can pick this up on Amazon for, I think it was like $16, and they delivered it same day. So yeah, there's different books out there. There's books on paper currency. Like yesterday in our stream, or in my stream, we found a $10 star note and then a low serial number $10 bill. That was these right here. So the serial number is less than 10,000. It's number 7,957. And then a star note. So I go through bank straps, looking for specific serial numbers that could be worth something. Hey Diana, how you doing? I hope you had a good birthday. I'm just going through a roll of quarters right now, waiting to see if some other people show up. That's good. see, there's supposed to be something with her wrist. Nope. Hey, Angie. How are you doing? I knew my fellow loons would make it in. $2,007 Utah. Again. So far, I'm still on the first roll. I just kind of started going slow when I started the stream up. That way I could wait for some people to join in. But I'll go through a roll of $50 next. We are here. Yes, you are. I appreciate it, guys. Well, gals. Sorry. So what did Coach end up getting into after the stream ended on Las Vegas Coin Hunter? I ended up going to sleep, honestly. It was already 1 in the morning for me. I think Coach kind of does it, or doesn't do it on his own account, kind of on purpose, more or less. But his phone is pretty good at picking up details, whereas mine isn't. So his phone kind of works as, had some good wins. That's awesome. I guess my phone's not as bad as I thought it was. So his phone kind of acts as his magnifying glass, or microscope. Which I guess works out better for us as the viewer, considering you're not having to stare at a tiny screen on a tiny screen. Perhaps I should start... Oh, he bought 3 of them. Wow. Let's see. Yeah, whenever I find my way out to Vegas, I'll definitely be looking to hang out with a couple of our friends from over there. That's for sure. It's interesting. He's actually coming to my area, the DFW, here this next week. (2021) 1983, Texas. It's actually a pretty good looking 1983. See, does it have anything? Oh, nope. No doubling or anything. You're in Colorado, nice. I hear it's nice between the months of May and October. So you get about 5 months. Unless you like the cold, which I cannot operate in the cold. I've broken so many bones in my life that I just lock up whenever it gets below 50 degrees. $1974. This one I will throw under the scope. See, on the 1974s, there's also supposed to be a die chip error that causes a teardrop shape to come off the bottom of the 4. And it's one of them sold at auction. It gets cold here for sure, yeah. One of them sold for auction for $48,000. So that's certainly something to look out for. Got a 1985. Yeah, wow, I was right. Because I think another one sold for more than that, but I can't remember the number, and I don't want to lie to you. 2000. Coach has me looking for that die crack in all my 90s halves now. Trying to see if mine has it. See if I could pick this up. It's kind of hard to make out what that is. The way the light hits it from this angle makes it hard to see. I'm going to assume it's some sort of a postment damage. Yeah, it's it is quite the daunting task to learn everything about coins, that's for sure. That was a 2023, 2024. Don't need any of those. There is certainly a never-ending amount of knowledge, it seems like. See, that one has that same little stamp right there. I'm wondering. You know what it is? It almost looks like a K. Yeah, Melanated Gem, the Red Book is definitely a must get if you want to start collecting coins. It comes in handy for everything. Was that in 1973? And the last one to end it off is an 83. Yeah, Amazon has it. I ordered mine probably 3 weeks ago, and it came same day. Sounds good. Talk to you later, Melanated Jim. Let's do another roll of halves. Yeah, very nice. $1986. Pretty sure there aren't any errors that year, but I like to look just in case. Can always be the first one to find something. You never know. 23. Don't need any of those. 2000. Don't need any of those. 73. $23. 99. With the Ring of Death. Yeah, it's a digital scope or a digital scope. Magnifying or a microscope, I guess, is. I called it a microscope for the longest until my engineer friend called it a digital scope, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess that kind of makes more sense. It's not really a microscope. Because if that were the case, it would be able to zoom into like 3,000 times. But anyways, I got it at Amazon for, I think it was like $38 after tax and shipping. Certainly wasn't bad. It was like $32.99, and then all the included. Actually, I take that back. I had free shipping. Anyways, it ended up coming out to like 38 bucks. Oh yeah. So it literally comes apart into 3 pieces. So this whole thing comes out. This unscrews. This comes out of the base. Well, I'm not going to, because then I'll have to put it back in there properly. But yeah, this unscrews so that it can slide up and down. And then it just tightens down. And then this, the same thing. It's just like a little thumb screw, set screw. You tighten right there. Hey, Lenny. How are you doing today, mate? Oops, sorry. Just kicked you guys. So yeah, it's extremely simple to put together. And then the only thing that took me a second to figure out was that it comes with a lens cap on the underside of it. So you got to kind of like pop it off. It's a clear plastic lens cap, so if you turn it on, you can see through it. Nice, you're probably getting ready for dinner then, huh? $24. 23. $77. That would be awesome. Yeah. He didn't take the cap off. Yeah, probably. I was sitting there scratching my head for like 2 days straight, wondering why I could not get this thing to focus the way that I wanted it to get to that level of clarity. And finally, eventually, I was like, well, it has to be something to do with the lens. So I took this off and then flipped it upside down and looked at it, and there was a little bitty round insert that just popped into it. And yeah, once I removed that, it became crystal clear. Oh, it is just barely there. That FG error where if it's missing, but there's something there. That I guess could resemble an F and a G, but not really. Well, like I was telling Angie and Diana, his phone acts kind of as his magnifying glass because he just zooms it in so he can see. Which kind of works, you know. Like I said, I just like throwing them all underneath there to double check, because if I'm the first one to find an error, hopefully it's the most expensive one. There's a Bicentennial. Yeah, I think he started the stream yesterday because I was in there right at 8 o'clock, and he was talking about how when he came to my stream, he saw that I was using my scope, and he said that he just doesn't do that in his streams. So I think it's more of a personal preference type thing than it is anything else. Hey, Lenny. Instructions are recommendations. They are not rules or laws that need to be abided by. Hey, Coin Curiosity. How you doing, buddy? Let's see. How can I... There we go. I'm going to have my dinner. See you all later tonight, most likely. All right, Lenny. Hope it's a good one. Most men don't read instructions. Well, to be fair, if you've ever been a mechanic, pretty much all car parts and anything that you work on doesn't come with instructions on how to replace the part. You're just supposed to kind of know already. So at least in my defense, that's why I stopped reading instructions a long time ago, because I just didn't know they existed for about, oh, that almost looked like it was double. I didn't know they existed for a long time. Yeah. Nope, not yet. Not yet, Coin Curiosity. Thinking of going through a stack of 5s next to see if I can find a star note. Yeah, I was asking Angie and Diana how it went last night after he had closed down the Las Vegas Coin Hunter stream, because I ended up just going to bed. Oh, got stuck. In my opinion, the bank should be able to face their bills. This is ridiculous. I think I finally turned it off around 2 a.m. Yeah. Yeah, it was 1 a.m. around the time that I ended up just kind of heading off. Hey, Tim, how you doing, man? Oh, almost messed myself up. Now I'm just getting ahead of myself. There we go. I'm doing pretty good, man. Lenny, it was 8:30 a.m. for me. Yep, bills all have to be faced. I agree. It's a trinary, but those aren't really special to anyone. 628-66882. Another trinary. 4 nines in a row. 0399909. That one's cool enough for me to put in my collection. There's another 4 in a row. 523555552. One 9111896. See nothing yet. So close to being a date note. 02189171. If only the 1 and the 9 were switched and it was February 18th, 1971. Yeah, that is a shame because a lot of the times with paper currency, the state of the bill is actually what makes it worth more than face value. A lot of the times. Depends on the error or, what it is that's supposed to be making it rare. But yeah, it's definitely a lot harder to get a note that's all crinkled up and folded to sell. Welcome back, Coin Curiosity. Hmm. Technically, this would be considered a palindrome if you start at the 37473 and ignore the zeros. So, one that goes the same forward as backward. I'm going to set that one off to the side too, just because I think it's cool. Yeah, Angie, it definitely takes setting aside some time to just sit down and spend hours doing it. See, we're getting towards the end of this stack and still no star notes, so it's looking like this one's a bust. Got a couple cool notes that I'm gonna keep for myself. That's all right. Yep. Oh, I know what I can do. Since pretty much everyone is in here, we can go through what I just got in the mail because I don't remember what it is. I remember what I paid for it, but I don't remember what it is. Ah. Wow. That makes this worth it already because I paid $26 for both of these coins. They are Booker T. Washington, United States of America dollars. From Slave to Hall of Fame. Silver. So I paid less than $30, so less than an ounce of silver for both of these coins. Oh, they're 1947 half dollars. 1947 and a 1950 half dollar. I apologize, they aren't dollars. Commemoratives, right? Yes, sir. Cool. I don't know if those will be going up on the store or not. We'll see. This was another one that I got in just the other day. George Washington. 90% commemorative. Bye, Tim. Talk to you later. Probably see you on Las Vegas Coin Hunters tonight. Oh, you do? That's cool, Coin. Curiosity. I just picked that one up recently. Let's see, I guess we can go through a couple rolls of dimes real quick because those are pretty fast. Get rid of this. Yeah, for sure. All right, Tim. Hopefully we see you. Have a good day. See, I'm not seeing any silver right off the bat. Which is pretty much all you really got to look for in these dime rolls. I very rarely ever find a dime with an error. All right, we'll throw them up on the scope just so I can look at the dates through that and not have to hold them up and shine them in 15 different directions. 2008. Oh no, I didn't think this one through. I don't have a jar for those stones. That's all right, I can put them in the bag. I apologize for my chair, y'all. I'll have to get a new one here soon. I can only imagine how annoying that squeaking is to you. New 2023. I can't remember the year, but I know there was something to do with the oak leaves on the right-hand side where there's a doubled leaf. I'd have to look it up real quick, but we'll just keep on rolling, and if we see it in the wild, we'll know what year it is at that point. So, coin curiosity. I had a question. Would I be able to advertise on the forum, or is self-promotion not allowed? These are all relatively new dimes too. Okay. Yeah, that's the dimes are really, that's why it's so hard to find errors on them, because man, they really perfected punching dimes and they very rarely mess it up. I think the only time you'll really see an error is if it's on a different planchet. But even then, I think like Coin Curiosity and I were talking about yesterday with Karina, broad struck dimes or off center struck are pretty much the most common error that you'll find in dime rolls. And those are something like this, where you can see the rim is probably, 3%, 4% into the coin. And then on the reverse side of it, you can tell that the edge of the planchet never got struck with what it was supposed to be, because the die was all the way over here. So those are pretty cool when you find one. I didn't find that one in the wild. I bought it, but you never know. I mainly bought that one because it's a 1966 and it is in practically uncirculated condition for being, almost 60 years old. Okay. Yeah, that sounds great, man. I'm really glad that I can, be getting in at the forefront of it. I like helping with new projects, especially whenever it's about something that I'm passionate about. That's kind of the way that I stumbled into my trading group slash business. So I don't know if you can tell the chart that's up on the screen back there, but I day trade. as well as, have my business. And it was roughly 6 months ago that I had started on Discord. And now that I've built up quite a following in my trading group, me and another friend of mine kind of run this group together. And, well, it's all about trading, teaching, educating people on how to look at charts, read charts, candlestick patterns. And I kind of enjoy that aspect of it because I like helping educate people. I think I've said it before, I'm a pretty big advocate of open source information. Because the internet is at our fingertips anywhere we are in the world at this point in age, or this day and age. No, it's not. It's day trading. The way I like to put it is it's a very good way to look in the mirror. Because it will certainly show all of your flaws back to you 10 times. It's like if you're the type of person to drive on the highway at 110 miles an hour on average, then you're probably going to be a better scalper, in and out in 15 to 30 minutes. Don't trade longer than an hour. But if you're like slow on the right lane, going 5 miles an hour under, you might be a swing trader. You could be holding on to trades for more than a day. And then you're just kind of trying to find the bottom and ride the waves all the way up to the top. There's the 94. It's kind of beat up. Looks like it got thrown around in the mud. Or as Coach likes to say, in the toilet. Toilet coin. Yeah, the analogy. I've had a lot of time to sit and think of things like that. I would like to call myself a philosopher, but I know I'm not. Probably more like an idiot savant. Huh, that's weird. The C and the A are almost touching there. Put him off to the side for just a second. There's a 69. Ooh, it has seen its better days. Oh yeah, the C and the A were pretty close on all those older punched years then. It's old, so I'll keep it, but it's definitely not pretty. Ooh, I almost thought that had an extra leaf right there, but it's just a negative space in the die. You can definitely tell the difference in detail from these newer ones to the older ones. Kind of makes you wonder how long they used that dye for. Oh, okay. That'd be awesome, man. Let me make sure. I think I'm subscribed to your channel, but let me just make sure real quick. There we go. Just subscribed to you with my other account, and let's switch over to this one real quick. I was already subscribed to you from this account. Okay. I will definitely be there if you decide to go live, my friend. Not a problem. I appreciate you supporting me, my friend. As well as inviting me into your website, your business. Yeah, one of the things that I like the most about trading, though, is the freedom to be my own boss. Yes, sir. I've got to start posting a few more things up on my store. I've got a lot of graded coins that are just kind of sitting around. They aren't too special to me, and they aren't that extremely valuable. So I'm pretty sure they would sell pretty quickly. Thank you, Diana. I appreciate you coming by. Enjoy your lunch. That negative space almost got me again. It's just so pronounced in the middle there. That would be pretty cool. That is absolutely one heck of a goal. And if you were to achieve, that's even, you know, that's a pretty substantial feat. Well, I appreciate that, man. I will definitely be here to do everything I can to help get that goal achieved. For a second, I thought that was a misaligned die, but it was just the way that I flipped it over that made it perfectly aligned. Almost done with the dimes. Well, nope. Yeah, if I plug a USB cable from my PC into the scope, I can put the scope screen up on the PC as kind of like a live feed, and I'm capable of recording video and taking pictures as well. So right now, like you can see up in that corner, I don't have an SD card in it. I have an SD card, I haven't gotten around to putting it in there. But I can switch between looking through the files that are on the SD card, camera, which is a 2 megapixel, or 1080p video. But yeah, if I just plug the USB cable into the computer, then yeah, I'm capable of going through the storage system, through the PC, as well as on the actual scope itself. See, after these dimes, we'll go through some pennies. All the ones back there on my desk I still haven't gone through yet. Hmm. Have you tried using the app on your computer to use the viewfinder for the scope as well as be able to access the storage? Because I remember when I did read the instructions a little bit, it said if you're on a Mac to open the photo booth application, or if you're on a Windows, then you could download Photo Viewer or something along those lines from the Microsoft App Store. Unlike you to read instructions. You know me so well already. Let's see. We'll just kind of drag this whole pile over here because at this point it's already a mess. See, there isn't a whole lot wrong with these newer late teen pins, so. Oh man, this one got drug across a parking lot. Nope, phone's already at 20%. Man, live streaming sucks the battery out of your phone, eh? I guess that makes sense. It's using a whole lot of processing power. $92D. I can understand that, but then again, you can't ever tell them no. Sorry, doing a little bit of research here. Have a good. Oh, sorry, Angie. See you later. Ah, I see what I'm looking at now. I hope you have a good day. A 14. Missed. Whoa. That's kind of weird. It almost looks like an 8 cut in half. Which I realize after saying that sounds kind of, you're good, man. Sounds kind of redundant. Welcome back. Is everyone in the casino behaving? Oh, I said, is everyone in the casino behaving? That's understandable. Yeah, I always, when I was security for the private casino, I always enjoyed working the morning shift more than the night shift. Because the morning shift, you kind of just got to do whatever you wanted. You didn't have to worry about much. Night shift, you had to be on the cameras, couldn't look away, had to go out and patrol the floor every 30 minutes. But it's still a security position, so there's no point in complaining about it. Let's be honest. Oh, that's cool, man. Remind me to hide behind you if we go out to a bar and a fight breaks out. I say that and laugh because I'm 6'2" and probably over 250 pounds at this point. So it's kind of hard for me to hide behind anything unless it's a refrigerator. I mean, I wasn't going to say it, man. I wasn't going to say it. I enlisted in the Army for 25 Charlie, communication specialist. So I would have sat in a chair all day too. Don't worry. I would have been sat at a computer, typing code. These 2025s have great detail on them. They really did a good job with these new punches. Or dies, whatever. How long? Oh, I did not serve. I'm sorry, sir. I said I had enlisted in the Army, but I did not make it, sadly. Apparently, when the recruiter tells you to lie, he also meant don't tell them that you used to cut yourself, because then they think you're crazy and they send you out for a psych eval, and then eventually they just kind of throw you under the rug and don't ever contact you again. So yeah, that was cool, but it was probably for the best in all honesty. My life ended up amazing the way that it is. But I probably could have avoided a lot of painstaking days and nights if I had a little bit more structure. I've always been the type of kid that if you told me the pan was hot, I would make sure I touched it about 3 more times before I burned myself bad enough to verify that it was hot. Yeah, I was pretty heartbroken as well. But only thing to do at that point is, whoa, that coloration is wild on this. What is that? Only thing to do at that point is put your head down and start in the working force, you know. I was 17 when I enlisted, so it was kind of hard for me to find a job then. But I graduated high school at 16, so I kind of used that to my advantage. And everywhere I went, I would just tell them, hey, I'm not a dum-dum, I promise. I didn't drop out. I'm 17 looking for a job because I graduated early. I like the color on that. I think I want to keep that just because it's cool. It's like a tie-dyed coin. You got some blues and greens, pinks and yellows, orange. That's 100% post-mint damage. It's this coin has been chewed up, beat up, thrown around, and it's only a 2024. So I doubt it's valuable to anyone else, but I like the way it looks. Yeah, that right there, that tells me all I needed to know. That this is definitely a parking lot penny. It's been run over a few hundred times probably. But yeah, once I get off the stream, I'll snap a couple pics of it. Wouldn't hurt. Oh crap, I just realized you're still zoomed in. Let's see, it was just the other day that I had found a 98 double die. I ended up giving that one to my mother. She's a bigger penny fanatic than I am. She's got buckets upon buckets of old wheat pennies. You're good. Almost a double die, it seems like, but not close enough. Excuse me. Ooh, this guy has seen much better days, that is for sure. Looks like he got into a fight with some acid. Let's see what these quarters have got. Hmm. Excuse me. Oh, you're good. I understand you're working. I'm actually going to run through the rest of this stack of pennies and then, nope. There's one that I thought I saw a double die here on the back, but I'm just not sure. It's either a double die or a machine error. That much I'm almost certain of, but you can kind of see the doubling underneath the O, the N, and the E there. That darker line where it's kind of raised. But it's so flat that it looks like it's a machine error, and it's underneath this S or C, E, and N over here as well. So I don't think it's pronounced enough to call it a double die, right? But could be a machine error. So far that's about all we got today. Yeah, it is the actual metal and not the staining. I was able to pick it up and get the light to shine on it just right. The underneath the T in the word scent, though, that's actually exposed. Actually, I think that's kind of just corrosion. It looks green. Let's see. Yeah, it's like a scratch or something underneath that T. Still worth setting it off to the side, I suppose. Oh boy, that's gross. Huh. So you can feel if it's raised. Yeah, most are machine doubling, right? Okay, I understand. But Alrighty, it's 2 o'clock, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and call this one for today, man. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Seems like you're the only one left in here. Yes, sir. I appreciate that. Well, you have a good rest of your night, man. And I will talk to you tomorrow if I'm online, but I'm not so sure how my tomorrow's going to go yet. So we'll see. Take it easy, my guy.